Hello everyone, welcome to Bhadra IAS Academy. So let's continue our daily quiz. Till yesterday we have done about 20 questions. So let's continue today. I have numbered them as 1, 2, 3, but it will be a continuation from the previous classes. Now with reference to Marburg virus disease, consider the following statements. So the Marburg virus belongs to the same family as Ebola virus. Ethiopia reported Marburg outbreak during 2025-26 very recently, and this virus spreads primarily through mosquito bites. So the question is, which of the following statements are correct? So we have option 1, 1 and 2, option B, only 1, option C, 2 and 3, yeah, option D, all the above, 1, 2 and 3. So we need to understand the basic concepts related to the virus. This will be mostly from the science and tech point of view and also health point of view. So what is the solution for this question? So the correct answer would be answer is A, right? That is 1 and 2 only. Why? Because this Marburg virus belongs to the same family as Ebola virus, that is okay. Also Ethiopia reported, and in February 2026 they said now it is under control. Okay, so these are very recent events. Now the important thing is this one. The Marburg virus spreads primarily through mosquito bites. No, okay, that is not correct. It basically comes because of the contact with bodily fluids similar to the Ebola virus. Okay, so therefore from that point of view we need to be familiar. This kind of question can also be asked in different types of competitive exams. Question number 2, with reference to Gaganyaan, consider the following statements. This is also mostly in connection with science and tech, we can say. So the statement number 1, Gaganyaan aims to send human astronauts into space. The mission is India's first human space flight program. The program is being developed jointly with NASA as the lead agency in this. So which statements are correct? A only, yeah, only 2 and 3, yeah, 1 and 2, yeah, 1, 2 and 3. So what could be the correct solution to this question? So when you are looking at this kind of question, we need to be familiar with the facts. So now let us look at the possible answer. The answer is B, right? That means only 1 and 2. Why? Because the Gaganyaan mission definitely aims to send human beings, that is the whole idea, into space. The mission also India's first human space flight program. There is also no problem. The difficulty is with the statement 3. It is not correct. Why? Because the lead program of this is ISRO. It is our own Indian program. So now if you see, Gaganyaan mission is India's first human flight program developed by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. It is not led by NASA. Okay. Therefore, from exam, we need to be familiar with some basic facts. This kind of questions can be part of some of the exams. Question number 3. Which of the following meetings of Niti Aayog are chaired by the Prime Minister? Okay, so you have a Niti Governing Council meeting, and we have a Niti Regional Council meeting, and Niti Forum for Northeast. This is especially for the northeastern states of India. So the question is whether the Prime Minister chairs all the 3 meetings or not. So what do you think is the right answer? So if you look at this one, we have option only 1, only 2, 1 and 2, yeah, all of the above. So the correct answer would be, the correct answer is C. That means only 1 and 2. Why? Because Niti Forum for Northeast meetings, these are chaired by 2 people. Therefore, they are called co-chaired. They are co-chaired by Vice Chairman of Niti and also the Minister of State from the Ministry of the Northeastern Development, that is the donor ministry. So whoever is the Minister of State with the independent charge, he also is the chairman of this Niti Forum for Northeast. Okay? Therefore, the correct answer will be C, that is only 1 and 2. Because Niti Forum For Northeast, yeah, Niti Ayog related topics are nowadays very common for many of the exams. Question number 4. Consider the following statements regarding sovereign wealth funds. The sovereign wealth funds are state-owned investment funds. They are established through fiscal trade surpluses. They are used to stabilize budget and the economy of a country from excess volatility, and these are typically investing in government-owned projects and assets. So, which of the following are correct? That is the sovereign wealth funds. These are very much in the context of the financial market related topics. So, if we look at the solution, the correct answer will be C. That is what we say 1, 2 and 3. That will be the correct answer. Why? Because sovereign wealth funds do not only invest in government projects or government assets, they invest in wide range of assets including foreign security, real estate, private equity, infrastructure, etc. Therefore, they are restricted only to government owned projects. That is not correct. Plus, I have given here some extra points for you to study in case you are not familiar with this topic of sovereign wealth funds. Okay, so the sovereign wealth funds are very popular, and they also participate in the capital market, investment, etc. So this should be familiar topic for us for exam preparation. Question number 5. This is also very common question in the context of banking. Regional rural banks were established in 1975. Regional rural banks were established under the provisions of an ordinance passed in September 1975. The ordinance became RRB Act in 1976. So the purpose of RRB was to basically promote agriculture, trade, commerce and industry in the rural areas. The government began again amalgamating, that means consolidating RRBs from 2004-5. Now, which of the following statements are correct? So A, we have a 1, 2, 3, B, we have 2 and 5, C, we have 1, 2 and 4, yeah, all the statements. So if you look at it, the correct answer for this would be D, that is all of the above. So all the statements given here are correct. So the correct answer will be all of the above. Why? Each statement here given is correct. Okay. So you need to know about the regional rural banks because they were established in 1975. The ordinance was passed. Later it became Act. Then what happened? Government started to amalgamate. Now the government was talking recently saying that one state will have only one RRB, so such kind of proposals government has come out with. So that possibly this kind of topics will appear for your exam as well. Question number 6. Which 5-year plan is also called Gadgil Yojana? This is the related to 5-year planning in India. The Gadgil Yojana refers to which plan? 3rd plan, 4th plan, 5th plan, yeah, 6th plan, right? So this is the basically a factual question, should be easy. So the answer is A. Gadgil plan basically refers to 3rd 5-year plan, because the aim of the Gadgil Yojana was on agriculture as well as enhance the production of wheat. Okay, so based on the NDP in 1962, the focus of the economy centered around the 3 main goals of the welfare of the people, basically agriculture and self-reliance of India, etc. Okay, so that is the question number 6. Question 7. This is about international institution. So here we raise the question about WTO. Which of the following statements are correct regarding WTO? The 14th WTO Ministerial Conference was held in Cameroon in recently 2026. The Ministerial Conference is the highest authority on policy making. At the WTO meeting, India is represented by the Minister of Finance. So what do you think? So you have option A only 1 and 3. We have option B 2 and 3. We have option C 1 and 2 and option D all of the above. So what could be the correct answer? So if you look at the correct answer about WTO, The correct answer would be C. That means only 1 and 2. Why? Because the WTO, it is not represented by Minister of Finance, it is represented by the Minister of Commerce and Industry. Right? Piyush Goyal recently represented India in the WTO ministerial conference. This first option is also very important from the exam perspective, because this is like a current affair recently where the meeting was held. Okay, so that part we should know. Okay, is that clear? So that is question number 7. Question number 8. Which of the following is correct regarding regional comprehensive economic partnership? This is mostly in the context of foreign relations, IR, etc. Now, the RCEP is a mega regional economic agreement between the 10 ASEAN governments and their 6 free trade partners. Is this correct? RCEP includes China, Russia, and Japan. India quit the RCEP negotiation in 2019. So, which of the following statements are correct? So, you have option A 1 and 2, option B 1 and 3, option C 2 and 3, yeah, all of the above. So, the answer is, if you look at here, answer is B, that means 1 and 3 is the correct. Why? RCEP does not include which country? It does not include Russia. Okay, so if you see the 10 ASEAN members who were part of the RCEP when negotiation were Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, PDR, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, and which are their 6 free trade partner? China, Korea, Japan, that is South Korea, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, India, but not Russia. So, Russia is not in the list. Therefore, statement number 2 is wrong. So, the correct answer would be statement 1 and 3. So, now RCEP basically comes in the context of international institutions, foreign trade, free trade, and the international relations also we can think this question. Question number 9. Which of the following is correct regarding central bank digital currency? Okay, this is the new thing what we call the digital currency. So, it's a representative money, it is a legal tender, it is a liability on the issuing central bank, and also it is an asset of the public who hold it. So, the statements which are correct here, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 1 and 2, yeah, all of the above. So, if you look at the statements here, the correct answer would be D. Right? All the statements are correct. Why? Because it is a representative money, it is a legal tender money, and it is the liability of the RBI, because whenever people return the money, RBI has to take back and give in return some other currency, right? Therefore, this becomes a liability for the RBI but asset of the public. Therefore, statement D, all the statements are correct, and this topic I think is very relevant for many of the exams because it is the current topic in India. We have recently introduced what we can say the central bank digital currency, or simple words, e-rupee. Question number 10. Which of the following statements are correct regarding GI tag? The GI tags are registered as collective certification marks, normally protected for 10 years. The Department for Promotion, that is the DPIIT, is the nodal agency for intellectual property rights in India. Recently, the Wanchuk wooden craft from Arunachal Pradesh received GI tag, and Chokwa rice of Assam has received GI tag. So, which of the questions are correct? So, we have option 1 and 2, only 1, yeah, 2 and 4, yeah, all of the above. So, if you look at the correct answer is D, that is all of the above. Because all the statements given here are correct, so all of the above, answer D will be the correct one. Because The geographical indications are normally protected for 10 years, which are renewable. The DPIIT under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry looks after the intellectual property rights. The Wancho wooden craft received the GI tag. Sokwa rice of Assam also received GI tag. Now, extra information for you, the Darjeeling tea was the first one to get GI tag in India, right? That also you keep in mind. So, you see, जब हम एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन करते हैं, we have to look at so many questions from different areas, मतलब different subjects, right? So, this quiz preparation like this MCQ preparation will help us to prepare for our exams in a better way. Each of the question explanation has been given so that it will be easy for you to follow. Now, if you have any further query regarding practice, MCQ, या test series, whatever, you can contact us at Bhadra IAS Academy at 8638391721. So, for any further query, you can contact us and keep following this quiz series for more and more questions for a better preparation for competitive exams. Thank you.